Hello students, today we are going to be working on 12.1b, domain and range with continuous relations. You've already been introduced to that. Now number 2 on page 166 regular class, 178 in honors classes. We're going to graph the interval and write in the other notation. So right now it's inequality notation, so we're going to go ahead and graph this. Negative 4 is less than x and it's less than or equal to 2. So if it's less than x, that means it's going to be an open dot at negative 4. And we're going to shade in between, and the biggest number is 2. So that's the greatest, and then we're going to shade everything in between. Okay, so there's the number line done that way. Now we also need to write it in interval notation. So that would be negative 4. And it's included in, not included negative 4, but 2 is included. So again, we should know that this is parentheses, negative 4 comma 2 with a bracket. This means 2 is included, negative 4 is not. Now, we're going to go on to number 6. It's still on the same page. This time we're going to go ahead and use both notations, and we're going to write this interval in both inequality notation and inequality notation and interval notation, sorry. Okay, so inequality notation first, and this should also be a little bit darker right here. You can't tell, but this is shaded and that's shaded on your paper. So for number 6, we're going to say this goes to negative infinity, comma, and infinity is always parenthesis and goes to negative 2, and it does not include 2, and it's going to be united with 0. Oh, 0 is included, so that's going to need to be a bracket 0, comma, infinity. So that's interval notation. Now we're going to have to do it inequality notation. We say x is less than negative 2 or x is greater than or equal to 0. And that's all you do with that one. So again, interval notation, inequality notation. Okay? All right, let's go on to the next page. Here we're talking more about domain and range. So right there on number 9, it says state the domain and range. So remember that the domain is our x values. So I look at this and I say, where do my x values start and where do they end? And you know what? I can see this can go on forever in that direction. So my x value is negative infinity. And it can also go forever in the right direction. So my x value basically can be anything. But my range, so I think about my range up and down, it starts, this is the lowest it can be. It never goes anywhere else. So the lowest it can be is negative 2. And that is also included, so it's a bracket. And then I see going up on the y-axis, it can go up forever. So this is a positive infinity. Okay? Now, looking at number 12. Well, it kind of goes on forever, so it's the same domain as this one, where I can choose x to be any value. It's an independent value. So I'm going to say that goes from negative infinity, comma, to positive infinity. And again, that's left or right.
Oscar, will you bring the broom and the dustpan back to the attendance office, please?
Okay, so the range, we're looking at our y values. What's the most the y can be? It looks like it's positive 4. And it looks like it's included. So I'm going to put a bracket 4, and then it goes down. So I think it could go to negative infinity, and it doesn't go any higher than 4. And remember, if it's infinity, it's going to be parentheses. Okay? And technically, they like the lowest number to be first. So we're going to go ahead and rewrite that negative infinity, comma, up to 4. So lowest number on the left side and then the highest number on the right side. So I just rewrote that, okay? Number 18, So let me give you a second to go on to the next page. Number 18 is a straight line here. Now again, my x can be any value. I can input any value there, so I go my lowest number, negative infinity, highest number, infinity. And my range, up and down, can only be one value. No matter what I put in for x, whether it's 0, 1, 2, whatever, my y value will still just be one single number, and that will be -4. So I just put -4, and that's all I can get for my range on that, okay? So now, number 20, it's not the next page, it's actually the same one as 18. I can say, okay, what's my domain? What are my x values? Well, the lowest number I can get is -5, and that is not included because it's an open dot, and I can get any of the numbers in here until right up there. And that actually over there, I don't think you could tell, but it's actually an open dot there. Okay, and it goes all the way up to 1, 2, 3, it goes all the way up to 6. And 6 is not included. So that's left and right. Again, domain, x values. Now we're going to go up and down. What's the lowest it can go? It looks like it's -2 right there. And -2 is included, so it's a bracket. And what's the highest? It's up there, and it's not included. It looks like it's 5. Okay? All right, I think you can finish all the rest of this section. Good luck, students. You rock.